All right, sous chefs, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, Chef Todd, and today we're gonna learn some tips and tricks to help you out on date night. Okay, we're gonna make a fancy meal super quick so you and your darling, yes, your darling, your boo, my boo, can have a really delicious moment. Bring the romance back to your relationship. This is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make some salmon. We're gonna roast some asparagus. We're gonna make an avocado sauce, right? We're gonna make it fancy, simple in 15 minutes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a date night dinner in 15 minutes, sous chef. And you're gonna do it. And you're gonna have your day going, okay, you can cook. Okay, I see you. I might have to meet your mom or your dad. Okay, I see you. You come with some traits that I like. Okay, you could, nourish my stomach. Okay. All right, so that's what we're gonna do today. That's what's next. Let's do this. All right, sous chefs, as much as this is a video about date night, you gotta learn how to prep your salmon, especially if your date don't like the skin on it. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach you how to sear a salmon without the skin and with the skin. But with the skin, it's extra crispy. So I'm gonna show you how to get that nice and crispy skin so you can make that crunch in your mouth as you are biting into that juicy salmon. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna show you how to do this. Come down here so I can show you. All right, sous chefs, you're about to make something delicious. So you got 2 salmon fillets right here. And what you're gonna do, because whoever that date is coming over, they don't like the skin on their salmon. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it off, and you see this little lip that you have right here on the salmon? What we're gonna do is take our boning knife, right? And what we're gonna do is try to pull that lip down a little bit, which I can't get a hold of right now, but I'm gonna keep trying, right? And keep doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use the knife to help, and I'm gonna slice it down just like that. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the skin and slice down. Good. Here we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a hold of that slippery skin, right? And I'm going to keep slicing until I have taken down the skin just a little bit away from the flesh of the salmon, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold it down flat, and I'm going to face the knife about 45 degrees down onto the cutting board, and then pull on the skin, and then keep pushing and pushing until you get all of the skin off that salmon. Look at that. That's perfect. I want to show you that right there. Here we go. Perfect way to take the skin off right there, right? So there's no skin on this one, but we're going to throw that away. There's skin on this one. And in order to make sure that this gets a nice sear, crispy sear, what we got to do is cut into that skin so it doesn't, when it hits the heat, it doesn't like puff up like this, right? So after you've removed the skin from your date's salmon, what you got to do is, if you like the skin on, you got to make 2 slits in your salmon so that the skin doesn't puff up when you lay it down to sear, okay? So you want to get a nice crispy sear and you want it to lay flat and stay flat. You got to put 2 slits in it so it stays flat. And that's it. That's how you prep your salmon before you season it, all right? So let's get back to the video because that's what we got to do. Let's get this meal done because it's about to be delicious for your date. All right, sous chefs, to get this ball rolling so we can get this dinner done quickly, because they're on the way. They're about 2 hours away, but we're going to get this done and prepped and ready for when they get here. So what we're going to do is turn the oven on 375 because we're making oven roasted asparagus. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to turn the oven on 375 right there and let that warm up. And now guess what we got to do? Quickly prep our asparagus. All right, they come in rubber bands, so we're just going to prep it right in the rubber band for time purposes. Okay, and then we're going to rinse it, season it, and put it in the oven. So let's go and prep these asparagus right now. let's go. All right, sous chef, so we're making some oven roasted asparagus, okay? So what we gotta do is, it's already held for you from the store. You got some rubber bands right there. You're just gonna slice through right there, and you are ready to go. You just gotta rinse those now and then season them and put them in the oven, okay? So that's what we're gonna do next. Let's go. We're getting this meal done quickly because we ain't got a lot of time to waste. This steak's gonna go super good, all right? All right, let's go. All right, sous chefs, we got everything prepped, almost prepped and ready to go. So all we have to do is season and cook. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We have our asparagus already prepped, ready on the cookie sheet, ready to go in the oven, right? But we have to season it first. And also we have our salmon that we're gonna start as well, because the salmon cooks in about 10 to 12 minutes, right? What we're gonna do is start with seasoning the asparagus because it cooks in almost the same time, and we want everything to finish together, right? So it's nice and hot. All right, so come on over here. What we're gonna do is start this seasoning process, y'all. So we have our asparagus that we rinsed and cut off the ends, so everything is nice and crunchy and ready. So what we're gonna do is season with some salt, about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. We don't wanna make it extra salty. And then we want some pepper. Boom, we're doing this quick, y'all, right? We gotta eat. The date is on the way, right? I also added some garlic cloves on the sheet pan because we're gonna roast them as well, okay? So I have some salt, we have some pepper, we have some garlic powder, some onion powder, and we also have some garlic cloves that I peeled and put on there because we're gonna roast them at the same time, okay? I'm also going to add some parsley flakes for some herbs. All right, just a little herb, put some herbs on that bad boy. Good. And I'm gonna take a sprig of thyme right here, and I'm just gonna throw it in there, and then I'm gonna hit that with some olive oil. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that right there. And guess what? I'm gonna massage my spares together in order to get all that seasoning all over my asparagus, okay? If we're gonna make our pea smell, it's gotta smell delicious. That was weird, I'm gonna take that back. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So it's all done, right? It's ready to go, pretty simple. That's as simple as you're gonna get, okay? We're all done, the asparagus is seasoned. We're gonna throw that in the oven and then start working on our salmon, because that's the main protein of this dish. All right, so I'm gonna wash my hands and then we can get started on the salmon, right? So we'll be right back. All right, sous chefs, time is running out, but we're right on time in this kitchen every time, okay? All right, this date's gonna be nice and delicious, and it's gonna have two delicious peoples just enjoying each other's company. All right, hypothetically. All right, here we go. So we have our asparagus spears that are seasoned and ready to put in the oven. That's what we're gonna do right now. On 375, we're just gonna put that in the oven, right? Get that started. And then we are going to turn our pan on a little bit past 8 to get that nice and hot, because we want some sear on the show side of the salmon, okay? Because this is gonna be a beautiful presentation. And in order to have that beautiful, you gotta have a nice sear. Lock the flavor in, get some color on it, and you'd be like, boom. That's a beautiful situation, okay? Golden brown situation. All right, so here we go. Let's come on over here. All right, sous chefs, while the pan is warming up, we have to season our salmon. All right, so this salmon has been sitting on a paper towel to collect all the moisture after I prepped it. So what we're gonna do is just lap this paper towel over and get that excess moisture off the salmon, because we want a nice sear, and water doesn't allow that to happen. So we want that to be nice and dry before we put it in the skillet, okay? So I'm gonna take that off because we're ready, and remember we split the skin side of this salmon because we want it to be crispy, and we're gonna press that down when we get to it. You'll see why, okay? And there we go. We're gonna throw this paper towel out and get to seasoning. We need some salt, right? Quickly, get some salt on the show side, get some pepper. And I'm making a mess, but it's gonna be success. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get some, what is this? Garlic powder, boom, right? And we're gonna take some onion powder and do the same thing. All right. It's good to season your food with all the same seasonings that you're using, so it has all the same flavors when you bite into it. Very, very important. Okay. So again, we're going to get some olive oil and we're going to drizzle that bad boy on it a little bit. And then we're going to massage it in, massage it in. And there we go. We got a nice crust on it. We're going to get the sides, right? Because those are important too, right? And we're going to get the other side. We're just going to rub it around, right? Nice and seasoned. It's ready to go, y'all. All right, sous chefs, it's time to sear the salmon to make it sexy. All right, so what we're gonna do is bring our olive oil and we're gonna get about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of that pan and make sure it coats all the way around, right? What we're gonna do is place our salmon show side down, right, to make that sear, right, for both of them. And there we go. We have started the sear process of our salmon. See you in a little bit. We're gonna turn it around and flip it in about 3.5 minutes. All right, we're getting a nice sear on that. All right, sous chefs, it's time to flip the salmon fillets from the show side to the skin side. Here we go, let's do it. Come on right over here. Okay, we're gonna start with this one over here. We're gonna get right under that. Good, and it comes up nice and easy, and I'm gonna just brace the back of it and bring it right there. Good, we got a nice sear on that, right? And we're gonna do the other one, same thing. Ooh, we got a nice sear on both of those, okay? We wanna just make sure the oil is touching the bottom of the fillet, all right? And how we're going to determine if this is done or not is the middle of the salmon is gonna be opaque. Right? Right now it's kind of white, right? We want to cook it a little bit more. In fact, we're going to turn it down. And what we're going to do is let that sear for about a minute before we start adding some other flavors to this pan. Okay? So there we go. Skin side is looking nice. Non-skin is also looking just as sexy. Okay? There we go. So while that is going right now, I turn the stove down to about a little past medium, and we're gonna have that cook for a little bit before we add some butter, some lemon, and thyme. In fact, I'm gonna add the thyme right now and get some poppies up in there, right? And I'm gonna add a nice slice of lemon, right, to this pan, right? And get a nice sear on that. Good. And that's about it for right now. We just want lemon and thyme for the flavors, okay? While that's going, what I'm gonna work on is the avocado sauce. So that is next, right? We're going to work on the avocado sauce. So let's come on over here so we can work on this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take this onion, right? I'm gonna split it in half, take half of it, put it to the side, and what I'm gonna do is cut the ends off real quick. Throw that in the garbage, peel the onion, peel the outer layer off the onion, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to add some of this onion. I'm gonna slice it really thin to, all right, that's all I need right there. I'm gonna add it to the pan over here to cook it down just a little bit so we can add it to the sauce in a little bit. Okay, so what we need is our avocado, a nice ripe avocado. We're gonna split that in half, right? Again, twist it. It's overripe, which is perfect, right? And we're gonna take out the seed by sticking the knife into the seed and turning it, right? We're gonna put that over here. And what we're gonna do is we are going to get a spoon. We're going to get a spoon and we're going to scoop that out. Good, nice. And we're going to drop it in the blender, just like that. Perfect. All right, we're going to drop it in the blender for both of them. Good. And what we're going to do is also, we're going to get some cilantro leaves really quick. Cut some cilantro. All right, we're going to get some cilantro. And we're gonna chop that up a little bit, really quickly. All right, and we're gonna put that in there as well. And then we're going to get some lime. We're working right now. We are really working, all right? We're gonna squeeze about a half a lime into your blender, right? There we go, right? And right now, right about now, we're going to add some butter to our pan over here. Good? Because it's working. Everything is going really good, right? We're gonna add some butter, and then we're going to tend to our pan for a little bit. Good? We're gonna add about a tablespoon of butter, add that to the pan. Good, and what we're going to do is make sure everything, the butter gets melted into everything, okay? So, there we go. I'm gonna add another half tablespoon to the other side, right here in the middle, right? And I'm gonna get a spoon real quick. I'm gonna get a spoon, and what I'm gonna do is, you know, help assist this butter to make sure it's melted. And what I'm gonna do is take it and I'm just gonna bathe this salmon in this beautiful liquid of thyme, lemon, and butter right here with a little bit of onions to give it an extra flavor. Okay, so what we're doing is just bathing both of these beautiful pieces of salmon. These beautiful fillets are looking nice and beautiful, right? What we're going to do is turn it down even a little bit more, right? Because it's basically done right now. And what we're gonna do is make the sauce, right? The salmon is basically done. We're gonna let it just simmer on low and let that cook. What I'm gonna do in a second is remove those onions as well. So we have our avocado, we have some lemon juice. I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon juice, a little bit more than half lemon juice, a little bit more, okay? And what I'm gonna do is add some pepper, about a teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon of salt. Nice, right? And what else is going to go into this? We're gonna get some sour cream, and also we're going to get some heavy cream, okay? So we're gonna add some heavy cream to this, right? Heavy cream, there we go. A little bit of heavy cream. And then we're going to also add some sour cream with this spoon over here. Let me wipe it down a little bit. Okay, here we go. Sour cream is going to be added to the mix too, just to give it that creamy texture, right? And there we go. We are going to close this up real quick, the blender. Stop that really quick, and we gonna have to open this up and make sure these bad boys, I'm gonna crush it up because it's nice and soft, but we gotta aid this blender. We gotta help this blender out. So the avocado is really ripe, so we're just going to crush it up a little bit so the blender can work. We're gonna put some more of this cream inside as well. There we go. And then what we gonna do, there we go. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna add some milk to this to make it more creamy, and then I'll see you on the next side. All right, sous chefs, we're gonna plate this meal, and we are going to start with the avocado sauce. We're going to pile it on one side really quick, get a nice pile. All right, don't make it messy like I'm doing right now, and then we're just gonna skate it across the plate, just like that. Do the same thing right here. Do the same thing, and we're just gonna skate it across the plate. Okay, then we're gonna put our asparagus on that, and on top of that, our beautifully seared salmon. All right, sous chefs, you are ready to serve up two amazing dishes. One's for you and one's for your date. Okay, look at them bad boys. You just did that in 15 minutes. Okay, and it's gonna be delicious. All right, so we're gonna put this down to the side, and your date is walking in and she smells that beautiful flavor. He smells that beautiful flavor, and you guys are about to make some flavor together. Okay? And guess what? Your pea's gonna be flavored too. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, it's gonna be a good date. All right, that was our first date night video. So thank you guys for joining me and making this meal with me, because you guys are awesome. And sous chefs, you're getting so much better. I love this growth together. And in order for this channel to get even better and bigger, you gotta like this video, you gotta subscribe, and you gotta share it with a friend. Oh, light up my comment section if you made this dish and your date is like, damn, you can cook. Light up my comment section, okay? That's it. That's our date night, our first date night video, sous chefs. We did it together. That's it. Chef Todd is helping you get you a partner. All right, that's it. Chef Todd is about to rip this up. Look at that juiciness. Let me get a little piece. Oh, looking good. Let me get that in some sauce on that. That's delicious. You thought I forgot, didn't you? Chef Todd's out for real now. Bye.